Right now, in many parts of this continent, young people are in the streets. We are angry, we are loud, and we have every right to be. But let me ask you something that might make you uncomfortable. When our turn finally comes, and it is coming, in fact, it is now, will we be ready? Or we will simply become the next generation of leaders our children will need to overthrow? The winds of change are undeniable. Across Africa, young people are waking up, and the current uprisings and the calls for reform confirm something fundamental is shifting in our politics and governance. This is indeed our moment. It is a moment bursting with potential, but it demands more than just anger, more than noise or violence. It demands strategy, preparation, and uncompromising principle. Young Africans, we must be fiercely clear about this. Mere change is not the objective. Progress and genuine transformation are. If we fight only for change, we risk winning the battle but losing the war of our future. Remember, change can be just a cosmetic swap. Countries like Zimbabwe and Libya are the evidence of what I am saying. So we should demand transformation. We are not fighting simply to change t-shirt colors or political parties or to swap out portraits in offices. We are not fighting for our chance to eat from the same unethical plates that have starved majority for long. We must refuse to become the younger versions of leaders that we despise. Our goal is to dismantle corrupt systems that no longer serve our nations and to install robust structures rooted in integrity and long-term vision. Young people, we must first face a painful truth about the nature of our exploitation and our own role in this. Are our hands clean? Do we have the moral authority to address these issues? Let me ask, who is it that is being used to kick ballot boxes, to instigate violence, or to disrupt peaceful assemblies? Is it not us? The tragic reality is that too many young people have a price tag. Our desperation for quick money or a temporary job or basic survival is being weaponized by the political elite. Here is another painful truth that we must confront. I have witnessed thousands of angry young people passionately shouting for change. Youth who can ignite social media with insults, who can burn tires in the streets. But when you ask them about their country's GDP, they go silent. Ask them for concrete solutions for a viable path forward, the noise stops. What will become of our nations when they are finally in our hands? This is part of the problem we must solve within ourselves. We cannot be a generation that only knows how to tear down but has no blueprint to build up. Sound, incorruptible patriotism isn't just about what you're against. It's about what you're prepared to build, whether you have the knowledge, integrity, and vision to build it well. We must be different. We must be ready. This is why we must analyze our own values and wash our hands before we can approach the table. My urgent call is, please tame your appetite. Our dignity, our future, and the integrity of our nations are worth far more than any fleeting gain offered to you. This generation must be incorruptible patriots. Patriots driven by the vision for a continent, not by greed or a desire for quick wealth. Your time will surely come, and it is now. Will you be ready to lead when that moment arrives? To seize this moment and ensure genuine transformation, we must commit to some clear actions. This is what I propose. We must demand real policy, not just promises. Let's be policy architects, not noisemakers. Let's move past vague calls for change. Let's demand concrete policies on education, on trade, on healthcare, and justice. That's genuine transformation for our nations. Focus on meaningful opportunities. Let's ask what specific reforms will deliver meaningful education, for example, education that will equip us for the future and guarantee meaningful employment that builds sustainable economies. Let's insist on systemic progress. That's the litmus test that you must take through all your leaders. Are they willing to dismantle the corrupt systems, or they are only fighting for their own turn to run them? Please commit to personal integrity. Refuse to be a pawn in political games regardless of the side you are on. Commit to being an incorruptible generation. Refuse to be manipulated for any temporary gain. Stand firm. Be principled young people who stand firmly on shared values, not political opportunists blown by whichever wind of opportunity. Above all, dear young people, prepare for leadership. Prepare, learn, read, research, devote yourselves to understanding economics, governance, history, and even technology. We must be intellectually positioned to solve problems, not just complain about them. We must invest in competence. Let's seek meaningful education, the kind that equips us to be critical thinkers and problem solvers. Leadership is forged in preparation. Your diligent learning today determines your impact tomorrow. And to the current leaders, the dynamic, globally connected nature of this generation is our continent's greatest advantage. It is not a threat at all. It is not our undoing. Please stop pursuing appeasement tactics. Be in touch with the real needs of our young people. Offer real solutions and involve young people meaningfully in crafting the future. The time for reactive protest alone is over. The time for proactive, principled, and prepared transformation is now.